Fighting Irish in their road blue and the Cardinals in their home white. And Sidney Curry wins the opening tip. At the point, Mason Faulkner getting his second start in a row, being guarded by Blake Wesley. The three ball by Malik Williams. And the three-year captain has the Cardinals on the board first. Meanwhile, for Louisville, it has been in flux throughout the entire year. In fact, for the Cardinals, as they go inside to Curry, who's becoming a fixture on the floor, inside with those broad shoulders.
And I think, one of the concerns, the offense has been up and down all year. More down, really, than up. But it's that defense, as Dre Davis knocks him down there in the lane, that 6'6" frame. And I think sometimes their struggles offensively have bled into that defensive end.
Blake Wesley off the bounce, gets the Fighting Irish on the board.
Notre Dame shifted to a zone there. I expect we'll see a lot of that. Mike Bray's employed about half and half of zone man.
Atkinson throws it down.
Talented freshman has made his presence known. Nice find here by
Notre Dame 11-6 overall, tied for third with Duke and North Carolina in the ACC standings coming in. Dane Goodwin. Nice look inside. Williams, though, had it poked away by Goodwin, who Coach Bray is touting as a Player of the Year candidate in the ACC. Wesley for three more. Krzyzewski feeds the post. Atkinson draws a crowd, kicks to the corner. Here's Goodwin from the left side. He's got it.
The ball moves. You've got a really high offensive IQ team.
Malik Williams makes his second of the afternoon. 4 to shoot. West going to have to fire, and he connects.
Well, the ball goes through, it's kind of let's pass it back and forth, top of the key, and then you end up with a long three at the end of the clock. Try to figure out a way to get it inside this zone. And there's Wesley again. Man.
Perfect addition to this veteran roster this year for the Fighting Irish. Well, that's a great sign for Jarrod West, who is a good shooter historically during his 4 years at Marshall. Has yet to really find the range this year. Again, the shot clock down. And again, Mr. West. The grad transfer from Clarksburg, West Virginia.
You have been waiting all week to be able to use Rusticulous. You've used it about 7 times already in this broadcast.
There is a buzz in this building. Goodwin, the catch and shoot.
No, there's not. They called him the mayor.
Williamson can't get the roll. There to put it back in, Jalen Withers. Trey Wirtz has come off the bench, as has Cormac Ryan for the Fighting Irish. Hubb over Williamson. Banks it in! With a 5-on-4, Williamson now back into the front court, but not until Goodwin attacks for a layup. Working hard along the baseline. Going to have a second go at it. 11 points off the bench for Jarrod West. And they're feeling it so far here this afternoon. Ellis for three. Yes!
Weather girls, it's not raining men. It's raining threes here in Louisville.
28-26 U of L.
He could score. A guy who averaged 17 a game junior college last year as Prentiss Hubb buries another one. TCU, Iowa State, all three of those teams are the bottom of the league last year. They are much improved.
Noah Locke continues the hot Louisville shooting.
In part because of the new offensive style they're playing, a lot more spread out. Hasn't gotten to the free throw line as much.
Locke nicely tips it back out to his teammate Faulkner. He doesn't recognize. Only 2 to shoot. And he hits! It is that kind of day so far for the Louisville Cardinals. 8 different Louisville players have scored. It's now a 10-0 Cardinals run. Timeout. But it's certainly a welcome transformation in these parts. Blake Wesley gets downhill, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Hubb back to Atkinson off the wonderful screen and roll. Like Dr. Duncanstein, never nervous Purvis, rusticulous. Trey Wirtz buries the three. Jarrod West. Contested long three, and once again, Louisville on fire. Wirtz. 9 of 13 for the Cards. Irish with the basketball first to begin the second half. Inside they go to Paul Atkinson. The basket plus the... Here's Wesley, who is second behind only Paolo Banchero among true freshman scorers in the ACC. Atkinson, good footwork, better touch, give him 2 more. Only 4 to shoot. No need to worry about that. He went up strong and laid it in.
I mean, this, Jalen Withers was on the all-freshman team last year.
3 to shoot. Leschewski attacks, draws the contact, and scores over Williams. Trey Wirtz, 4-3. The Fighting Irish retake the lead, 48-47. Trey Davis working on Wirtz. Good control, good touch. Cardinals 49-48 lead with a timeout on the floor. They have not looked as good at this end of the floor. Faulkner spins, gets right to the rim, and lays it in. A big part of the reason why he wanted to play at Louisville, it's because it's only about 90 minutes from his home in Glasgow, Kentucky. Here's Faulkner, making his second start of the year. He looked good to win Wednesday against Boston College. Looks good here against Notre Dame. Prentiss Hubb got it.
First half of that game, had 13 of his 15 points in the second half, and the game winner was not good in that game against Howard. Had 5 turnovers as Williams knocks down a 3. It may not always look pretty, but late in the game, you want the ball in Prentiss Hubb's hands.
Cormac Ryan, give him 3 more. Preseason second team this year, but averaging under 8 points per game. The 2-time captain for the Fighting Irish. Inside they go. Malik Williams. There's his first 2-point bucket of the game.
Officials say no. Must have been a really good use of that pivot foot.
Leschewski on a defensive mistake by Louisville gets an easy layup. No other power conference team recruited you coming out of Archbishop Malloy, and it was his privilege, as Sam Williamson lays it in. It was Coach Pitino's privilege to recruit you.
I came in. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's get 2. Yeah. I thought I was going to, maybe be a coach, a GA, or do journalism, or be in media, or broadcasting.
Well, you've played in the NBA, hope to get back there, currently in the G League, and you took a day off today to be here as Cormac Ryan tries to quiet the crowd in Louisville.
Let me ask you this, because it came up, your pops grabbed the mic for a second and brought up the banner.
Yeah. Not
hanging in this building.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, it does. The people want it. I got a confidence about me that I feel like I can lock anybody up and I can score on anybody. And that's kind of, that's the way New York is. That's a good shot. Like Louisville, top programs, that swagger and that confidence just takes you a long way.
Samuel Williamson draws Louisville back within a point, but
shot making.
Young Mr. Wesley answers back.
So I watched about 10 games of U of L, and these guys are older. They got to do a better job communicating with each other and hold each other accountable.
Wirtz gives it back to Goodwin, wide open from the corner, 4-3. Ryan gives it back to Atkinson, hesitates to let the defender go by and lays it in. Atkinson also took a shot in the face.
Tough. My goodness.
At 6'5", Wesley just looked at West, and now West is a terrific defensive player, but you're giving up 5 inches and a lot of length. Wesley has scored 12 of the last 16 as they have separated. Cross blocked his shot. Well, Ellis is about the only guy on the perimeter for Louisville who can do that. Prentiss Hubb with a chance for a three-point play. Notre Dame basketball history, 3-time Big East Coach of the Year, taking Notre Dame to a couple of Elite Eights. Less than a minute away from another big road victory. The Irish improved to 12-6 overall, 5-2 in the league. They've now won 8 of their last 9 since before Christmas.